feels so good to be on the bike again. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I've made a video of me talking, actually riding the bike, and just been busy editing videos, and I'm glad to see you all are enjoying the Trip of a Lifetime series. I've been putting in some good work into that, and I've actually enjoyed making that, and it was a great trip. And it was my first long-term trip, so I learned a lot, and so that's what this video is going to be kind of about. Things I've learned when going on a motorcycle trip. So I'm going to pass these tips on to you all, and hopefully it'll help you out. Number one is to buy a map. Buy a map of whatever, if you're just going to be traveling in-state, buy the map of that state, or better yet, buy an atlas. A atlas is a very detailed map, and this had maps of all the states, very detailed. They would have information like if there's like a Walmart's, gas stations. I mean, extremely helpful. And the reason why you want to get that, because you don't know whenever your smartphone is going to go out, whenever the internet is going to be non-existent in a middle of nowhere area. So you'll definitely want a map. And also, it kind of makes it fun, because rather than just plug in the address in your phone, it'll find the quickest way. We were able to pull out the map and be like, all right, we can take this road this way, and it'll lead us into some mountains. Yeah, that would be cool. Then the next day, we can, rather than backtracking, we can take this road that we never taken before. I don't know, it makes it more of a genuine road trip, in my opinion. Number two, things that you want to do is that you want to use sunscreen. Yes, use lots and lots of sunscreen. Me, I burn easily, I don't tan. Make sure that you have at least SPF 30, and reapply it often, every maybe 2 hours. Apply it to wherever your skin's exposed, especially your face, because even if you have a full face helmet that's tinted, kind of like what I have, that some of that UV stuff still kind of gets in through that shield. And so you want to even apply it on your face, and my dad said even to your lips, especially if you have an open face, because apparently it's not very pleasant. Number three is that you want to take breaks often and hydrate with those breaks. Whenever we went on our trip, it was extremely hot, over 100 each and every day, and so we had to hydrate often. And also my bike forced us to take breaks often, because my bike has a small gas tank, so it limited us on the range. And so I would recommend, unless you have some serious long haul to do, say, stop at a gas station, take a break every 60, 80 miles, get off, stretch your legs, check out what's going on, get yourself a drink, use the restroom, because the whole point of a motorcycle trip is not necessarily the destination, it's the journey. Number four is that whenever you get checked into your motel or hotel, first thing that I would highly recommend is taking a shower. And the reason is that after all the sunscreen that you've applied, especially if you're not wearing full gear, if a lot of skin's exposed, sunscreen attracts a lot of dirt, and obviously you have to ride around for hours, so you're going to be hot, dirty, got a bunch of road grime on you and everything. Whenever you get checked into your hotel, trust me, it makes a world of difference if you take a shower. The first thing, you feel refreshed, you feel so much cooler, like seriously, do it. Number five is that what you want to do is that you want to pack light, and the reason being is that unless you have a great big touring motorcycle that it has a whole bunch of storage space, is that storage space is going to be prime. It's going to be prime real estate. Kind of my little theory is that socks and underwear are pretty much good for about 2 days, a pair. Whereas shirts, I'd wear a shirt a day, just because if you're going to be riding in a hot environment like I did, you're going to be sweating a lot, and that shirt is going to get smelly pretty quick. So with that, it is nice to have a changed shirt. And in that case, just buy a whole bunch of plain old white t-shirts, and so you can toss them, or they're really light. And and pants you can just wear them until they fall apart, because that's just kind of how pants are in general. And whenever it comes to toiletries, just pack the little travel size things, toothpaste, deodorant. All right, number 6 is that you want to pack tools. And unless you have an old bike like mine, yeah, if you have a newer bike that's nice and reliable, a lot of times the tools that already come with most bikes beneath the seat, that should be about it. But this is what I did with my bike, is that I packed the most common sizes of sockets and wrenches, that in case anything broke off, got loose, I would have it. And along, I brought a little like monkey wrench or adjustable wrench in case something odd were to fall off or break off or whatever. Bring anything that you need to service your chain. If you have a chain motorcycle, a lot of bikes will already come with the tools to service your chain, but make sure that you have them and service your chain. Make sure you know how to use those tools, because that's what I did before my trip. I had never used the stock tools that came with my bike. I always just used my own tools. And so, but while packing light, I went ahead and used the stock tools to get fuel for them. And if you have a chain, go ahead and bring some chain lube. You don't have to clean your chain on a really long trip, but you do want to lube it. And then after the trip, you can clean it and everything else. I recommend bringing some electric wire, some extra fuses, duct tape, super glue, like an all-purpose sealant, and wire and zip ties. And the reason is that you never know whenever something's gonna fall off that you can't bolt on. And it's like on my trip, my dad's bike, he was having an electrical relay, much it had failed. And so to do some tests and everything, I'd brought along some electrical wire and came in handy. So yeah, you gotta think about that. You gotta think about that. You have to, not only mechanically or bolts, but also electrically. You gotta keep everything in mind. And if your bike might leak a little bit of oil, I would recommend bringing a quart of oil, if you have room. A lot of gas stations, they sell, quarts of oil, so you can kind of get away with that. Number 7 is wear the proper gear for the weather that you're gonna be riding in. I knew that I was gonna be riding some hot ass weather, and so I wore full gear the whole time, but it was summer gear. It was all mesh jacket, mesh pants, some summer boots that had some ventilation, and my helmet, just a full face helmet, and some mesh gloves. Even though I did get hot, it was very hard not to get hot in 100-degree heat. But what's interesting is that all that gear kept a lot of sun off of my skin, and so that actually saved me from getting any type of sunburn. And that sun sometimes got so intense that it literally hurt your skin. So my gear kind of protected me in that aspect. Bring along the gear that's most appropriate to the weather that you'll be riding in. And also, you want to wear earplugs. They will be a lifesaver, because even if you have a big touring bike that has a great big fairing, windshield, you're not getting a whole bunch of wind noise. After hours of riding, all that wind noise is going to hurt your ears, and it is highly recommended to save your hearing is to wear earplugs in general. So yes, those are a huge lifesaver. That makes your trip so much more comfortable, and you don't have to get these fancy custom ones. Just get some good old folk ones. And finally, number 8 is that have fun. I had so much fun on the trip, man. It was a blast, especially with my dad. That was the first time I've ever gone road trip with my dad. How you doing, biker? And yeah, have fun, take pictures, explore like new restaurants, little mom and pop type deals, check out like what's going on locally, take back roads. If you can, don't try to stick to the highways all the time. Have fun. That's the whole point of having a trip. It's that it's not the destination, it is the journey, and that's so true. But I don't know, a couple of the destinations we went to were pretty damn fun. Alright guys, well that should be it for this video. I hope you all were able to kind of get a little bit of information from that. Hopefully if any of you all are going to go on a trip soon, hopefully this information helps. And just to sum it up, make sure that your bike is in good shape, make sure you're in good shape and you're packed lightly and packed well for any situation, and have fun. Y'all be safe, y'all be kind out there, and I will talk to you later. See you guys. And also a bonus, this is a little Easter egg if you decide to wait all the way until the end of the video. One thing that I did with my bike is that since it's an old bike and I had never taken it on a long road trip before, so I put it through basically a endurance test. I had cruised around town during the hottest, most uncomfortable part of the day, which is, right around like 3, 5 o'clock and everything, where it's the hottest. And I got on the highway and I just cruised and cruised and cruised, holding a solid 65 until, I had to get gas. Put your bike into the conditions that you will be riding in to test for any type of leaks, or if it'll get hot, or anything along those lines. And also, you can go ahead and calculate your miles per gallon, which that's what I did with this bike. This bike, with that trip, it was mostly highway, touch in town. It got about 45 miles to the gallon, but on the highway, this sucker at some points, if there was no wind or any other type of disturbance, it was getting up to like 55. I was pretty happy with the little guy. I was like, yeah, you go Honda, you go. All right, thanks for staying. Bye guys.